Okay, hi guys. So this is Walter. My team is Stitches. So how did the game week go? I think the game week was horrible. It wasn't terrible. It was probably my worst game weeks ever. I don't really remember a more terrible or horrible game week of mine than this particular game week, especially looking at the players I had. I mean, previously you'd have maybe two or three players injured, and then you're like, okay, this game week is not going to go well, and it actually gets plus 20 or even average points. But I got far below average with players that you expected far more from. Players that I expected points from or a better haul from. I'll probably start with Simiskas and Salah. I mean, against Luton, I'm a supporter of Liverpool, so I was really expecting a very good score. It didn't happen. Haaland got subbed off, and I think probably that was the start of me knowing that this game week was not going to go well. Watkins against Nottingham Forest. I mean, to see Nottingham Forest fall to a 2-0, Aston Villa to fall to a 2-0 against Nottingham Forest, that was a surprise. And then finally, Salah, Son capped it all.
So there happened to be a high level of players that we are all expecting to bang in the goals or an assist. Son, Watkins, Salah, Saka, and then Alvarez. But that never happened, especially for Mohamed Salah playing against Luton. A newly promoted team were thinking that he was going to bang in the goals or give an assist, but that never happened. Son playing at home against Chelsea. It was a tough one, but I had a strong feeling Son would have buried a goal on an assist, but that never happened. All the same, injury list, players being subbed off and all that, it affected most managers in this game week.
Game week 12 players to look out for. I would say I'll probably expect some of the attacking players of Manchester United to do quite well. I wouldn't go for Haaland, but probably Fernandes. Bournemouth against Newcastle. I think whoever is playing up top for Newcastle should probably get it a bit quite easy. And I'm still going for Watkins against Fulham. And probably let's see how Bowen or Kudus do against Nottingham Forest. Haaland, I can't put out my head for Haaland against Chelsea, but I expect something good from Haaland or Alvarez. Regarding my team selection, I think I'm quite confident in my team. As I keep on saying, there are some players that would always be in the top 5, top 10. Once you have a core of those teams, it's very likely that you're going to do well in the season. Yes, I'll keep the core of my team, at least about 70% of the team I'm going to keep. But as I said, Ward Prowse is probably going. My defenders, I'll probably have to change one or two because they are not actual starters. They are there because there are other starters that are injured. So yes, so I'll make a few changes, but the core of the team. Haaland, I'm still staying with Haaland.
Hello guys, good evening. So it's your boy here, P, aka Top 3 when it comes to the manager in FPL Hotdawgs. So I have 5 questions about the just ended game week 11, which I want to answer in this video. So guys, stay tuned. Alright, so let's jump in. Question number 1, was my game week 11 terrible? Game week 11 was my worst experience when it comes to my FPL. I've played FPL for quite some time now, and I haven't hit the lowest point being 30 points in the game week, but I happen to have hit 23 points this time around. So I must say my years of experience in FPL, 2023, 2024, game week 11 is my worst experience ever as a manager. I hope it doesn't happen again though. Cheers. I mean, FPL is always a turbulence. You never be on the same pivot. You go up and then you come down. But this season it's been a shaky start with just 11 game weeks in. So I'm quite confident that I'll go to the top. Currently, I lie 15th on the Hotdawgs chart, but through a slim point difference. So I know that I'll bounce back and then get into the top 10 and hopefully get into the top 5. I think I'm aiming at top 10 or top 5 this season. It's been a hard start, but we'll make it through. Well, I think I already answered the fifth question. Keep or sell Haaland. Haaland is a definitely keep, but it all depends on what happens in the Champions League in midweek and also what the team news comes with regards to his ankle injury. I hope he recovers because somebody I'm looking at keeping him for a longer run than selling. But worst case scenario, he's not able to make the squad in the Champions League. I might reconsider and then sell him for somebody lower and then change my midfield or defense. Oh, so what are my plans for game week 12? See, I have no plans. All I want to do is I need to make better replacement for my injured players. I have Matty Cash, I have Madison on the list, and then Erling Haaland. But it will all depend on what happens with the team news on Friday or early parts of Saturday. So Erling Haaland, I think I might keep him because it's a favorable game against Chelsea. Last time I kept him and I didn't captain him against United. He scored a brace and then gave an assist. So I think I'll keep Erling Haaland. Maybe Madison, I'll ship him out. And then Matty Cash, look for a pressure defender like maybe Kieran Trippier, for instance. Looks like he's given more assists as he did in last season. So my plan is to just take off the subs and then, if possibly, play a 3-top attack. This season has been 2-top for me, being Alvarez and Haaland most of the time. But I'm looking at introducing somebody new like Edin Ketia. So look out for game week 12.
As for the bottom three, I'm definitely leaving that side. Probably I'll be in the first 10 or the first 15. Yes, that's if time permits me. But as for the bottom three, I'm not going to be there anymore. Yes, this game week took me back there because of a prediction I thought was a good one. Because as at is it Sunday? Yes, as at Sunday, we're all hoping Tottenham will pull a surprise on Chelsea, but so sad, very sad. I've been very unlucky with the selection of my players, but I think moving forward, I'll do better. I'll shame everybody. Watch. Yo, Charlie, how far? You know, looking at game week 11, most of us are very disappointed because of what has happened. I mean, yes, I do feel the same way other managers feel, and you know, each game week teaches you something new. I think maybe I'll be paying attention more. I think when you really look at those who score for you, there's a pattern they create. Let's say they keep scoring for 3 weeks continuous. The 4th week, you don't get that same vibe. So I think I'll be trying to blend up the team every now and then. But I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed this game week. Well, so far with the past game weeks, I think the mistakes I've been doing is I do not check the lineups on time. You know, before every match begins, they take a day or two or so. You get a hint of who will be playing. I do not get the opportunity to really, you know, take a good look at each team and who I should select. But I took an advice from my big brother. You know, he is also one of the best FPL candidates, and he, even though he's more busier than I am, he has time to pick, select, review, YouTube a bit, a few, you know, a few talented FPL coaches and managers and all that. He's able to listen to a few and then come up with something nice in his team, and it has helped him. I mean, he has been third in some groups and all that. So yeah, I think I'll be doing what he does to prevent all these mistakes. Haaland. Kwame Dinkra Haaland. You know, unfortunately, I'll be selling Haaland because you know, players have the tendency to be scared of a repeated injury, and Haaland, you know, Haaland looks strong, but also injury be injury. The toughest player can become the weakest. So I'll sell Haaland. I'll look for other options who are potentials, because if Haaland can give me 2 goals in a match, I can do better.
Hello guys, this is Ken George, the manager of our Weekend Warriors. I am the manager of the week for game week 11, and I must say I'm super excited. I'm very happy, very happy, because I knew from day one that it was not going to be an easy feat to achieve. You know, it was going to be tough. It was going to be very hard, because when I look at other managers, when I look at their performances, when I look at the points they accumulate week in week out, I knew I had to work hard. I knew I had to put in efforts to beat them or to become the manager of the week.
No, I don't have regrets for leaving Kopama on the bench. I was contemplating on benching either Saka or Kopama, and I realized that they all had tough match to play at the weekend. And looking at the form of Chelsea and Arsenal, I decided it would be good to leave Saka on and rather bench Kopama, because I thought Saka will have more impact on the game than Kopama, and that's why I left Kopama on the bench. So it was my decision, and I had no regrets on that. This award has come in at the right time for me because at some point I thought I needed something to lift me up. I needed something to boost my confidence, and it has come in to do just that for me. So I am very eager to do more. I am very eager to compete at the top level. So I have just realized I have to put in more effort and work very hard. We have a very long way to go, and I am looking forward to winning this award again. And in doing so, I have to do my best. And I think this award has given me that boost I need to do what I have to do to be able to compete at higher level. So this award has come at the right time for me. I have made a lot of mistakes that has affected my team very bad. I wasn't paying a lot of attention to my team due to personal reasons, and at some points I thought that I have abandoned my team. I realized some of my starters were injured, some weren't performing too. So this really affected my performance in a very bad way. So I have realized I have to pay more attention to my teams and make sure I have the right players, make sure my team is in shape so that they can perform and compete at the top level. I don't want what happened to me to happen to me again. I want to compete and perform well.